Hello, my soul family. How to do. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone is doing great. Let me see. I wonder if it's on. Is there anyone on Instagram live? I'm gonna make sure my Instagram live is on. I don't know if it's on. Is it on? Is there a technical difficulty here that I don't know about? I don't know. Let's see. Thank you. I think my Instagram is frozen. I'm gonna have to restart it again. Let me see. Let us see.
The sun dips low, painting the sky.
My soul family, I need to perhaps start this because
your hand in mine, we sway so slow. A rhythm only the moon knows.
Vamos a ver. Let's see here. Create. Live. Okay, now we're talking. I'm like, where the heck is my people? I couldn't see it. Okay. Here we are. We are live now. Instagram is working now. Lord baby black Jesus. Whew. I forgot to go live on TikTok. On el TikTok. I forgot to hit on TikTok. But we're live on TikTok now. Okay. My beautiful familia. Mi familia bella. The Instagram, mi familia bella de YouTube, mi familia bella de TikTok. Welcome to another episode, another round, another gathering of It's Tarot Tuesday, and Spirit knows it. I am beyond excited to be here this evening. I am super excited to be here with you. I am super excited to share space with you in this new cycle, of this 2026 year. Oftentimes, I don't call it a new year because it's not really a new year for everybody. It's just a new cycle. A new cycle according to the Gregorian calendar that we were imposed, right? The Gregorian calendar that was imposed upon us. And therefore, might be a new year for somebody, but it ain't a new year for everybody. And it's just a new cycle. So I am beyond excited, beyond happy, beyond grateful to be here once again, to be here in this new season, to be here during this new time period, to be here in a day and time in which we need so much unity. We need unity. We need connection. We need grace to give each other, one another, the grace that we deserve, that we need. I am so happy to be able to share this sacred, energetic space with you this evening. This is definitely a different kind of Tarot Tuesday. Tarot Tuesday on a Wednesday. Who says we can have Tarot Tuesday on a Wednesday? If you know what I mean. We are on spirit's time. We are on divine time. We are on universe's time, right? So therefore, who says we can have Tarot Tuesday on a Wednesday? Says who? Who made up the rules? We make up our own rules because we are on God's time. We're on spirit's time. So therefore, this whole notion that we have to stick to what the certain calendar says and what have you. This Gregorian calendar is not recognized by many of us. So therefore, it is by what it is, right? But I am beyond grateful. Again, I can't say that enough. I can't stress that enough. I am beyond grateful to be here one more round in this new cycle, in this 2026 year cycle, with you. Um, you know, this being the first Tarot Tuesday of the year, I want to begin differently. I want to, instead of asking what's coming, I want to sit with what with what we can no longer, with what can no longer be carried over, what can no longer be carried in the same way, what can no longer be ignored, and what can no longer be tucked into a drawer, if you know what I mean. Tarot Tuesday is definitely a space in which so many different peoples from many different walks of lives have come through over the years, and that makes me feel so grateful. It definitely humbles my spirit, and it fills me up with much gratitude. Tarot Tuesday, we've been doing Tarot Tuesday for about 7, 8, 9 years, give or take. And yes, of course, as many of you that have been following me that long know that many of you that have been part of the soul family that long, we know that I am human, as I always, like a broken record, remind everyone. So no one puts me on a pedestal. But I say that to say that being human and having a life, sometimes I haven't been able to come on for a week, for 2 weeks, sometimes a month. I believe last year is this one of the few, very few times that I was not able to come on all of December at all whatsoever for Tarot Tuesday. Or I think I only came on the first week or what have you. And here we are on this 21st day of this 2026 cycle year. 21st day of this 2026 year is when I'm able to actually come in and sit with you all and energetically commune through these social media devices. But over the years, we can say those of you that have been with me since day one know this is true. We've been at this for years. We've been at it for years, and it has brought me so much joy. It has brought me so much joy. It has warmed my heart in more ways than I can explain. To have been able to come across and connect and meet and share space with so many different people from many different walks of lives that have been open to listen, even though their personal belief system has been different. um, they've been open enough. Spirit, the universe, Mother Earth has allowed me to be a vessel that brings so many different people together, and that I cannot even express. I don't even have the words to express how that makes me feel spiritually, energetically, emotionally. It's just beyond words can express. But I don't want to get emotional. I want to first again wish you a new cycle, a new 2020 this 2026 year, a new cycle. And I want to also know how are you doing. Check in, my soul family. Where are you checking in from? What city? What state? What country? What part of the world are you checking in from? I do want to know. Do tell. I want to know. Where are you checking in from? City, state, country. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Los Angeles. Yeah, I had my music on for the intro, but I don't want to leave it on the whole time because then it'll get censored and knocked down and what have you, and I don't want to do that. New York, Camarillo, yes, another New York soul sister, Mission Santo, checking in from Charlotte, North Carolina. We're over here. What about over here in TikTok Landia? What about over here on YouTube land? Bronx, New York. A lot of New York. A lot of New York people. A lot of New York people. I know I talked about it last time I came live, but um, I can't. Springfield, Massachusetts, Chino Hills, California. Awesomeness. I was so happy to have met some of my New York City soul family. Jersey, many blessings to you. Orlando, Florida, Louisiana, yes, is in the house. Where else? Where else? I was so happy to have met some of the soul family in New York during the shadow work gathering that we had, and Orlando, Florida is in the house. Yes. And it was so beautiful. It was so gratifying. It was so great. It was a powerful experience. Once again, I want to deeply, profoundly thank those of you that were able to come to join me in New York. I'm still so grateful from that short but powerful experience nonetheless. Okay, my soul family, where are you checking in from? Do tell. I want to know. Where are you checking in from? Where are you checking in from? Let me see. There's everything. Aha. Yes. Atlanta, Georgia. Yes. Yes. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. So, our theme, our powerful theme for tonight, checking in from Montreal, Quebec. Awesome. 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 I am so happy for you, Miss Moses. Thank you for being here. So, as we check in, let me share a couple of things with you. This, as I said a few minutes ago, this being the first Tarot Tuesday of the year, I want us to begin much differently um, this time around. I want us to begin a little bit differently. And I said earlier that instead of asking what's coming, instead of trying to inquire, spirit, what's my next month going to be like, or whether, I'm going to find love, and whether I'm going to, get that promotion, or whether I'm going to, because these are the common questions that people have. People always have the common questions of, when am I going to get married, or am I going to get that promotion, or people have a lot of questions revolving their personal life with current issues, right? Or people inquire about their finances, and they inquire about that, money that they want to win and what have you. But this time around, I want us to really focus on what I believe are life changing experiences that propels us forward. That's the best way I can express this in this moment. I want us to be able to instead of asking the same typical questions that we ask ourselves, that we ask spirit, the divine, the universe, God, whatever it is, I want to sit with what can no longer be denied, what can no longer be carried in the same way. It's a powerful question. What are those things that can no longer be carried over into this new year? What are the things that can no longer be carried in the same way? I know you want to know about your job. About your boyfriend, about the person that you just met 24 hours ago, and you feel madly in love with, and you feel like this is the person that your grandma, showed you in your dreams, and you're waiting for this person to call you and tell you that they experienced love at first sight. But the reality is that we're not really asking ourselves the real deep questions. And the deep question is, what can no longer be carried in the same manner? We got to ask ourselves that important question, which leads us into the theme of tonight. When Spirit gave me this, it blew my mind for many different reasons. And our theme for tonight is the story that can no longer be told the same. The story that can no longer be told the same. Sit with that for a couple of seconds. The story that can no longer be told the same. In other words, the story that we can no longer, we can't afford to continue to tell the same story in the same manner, in the same way. We can no longer continue to say the same story and carry the same story in the same manner we've been carrying it for years, for months. Some of you have been carrying the same story. Some of you have been telling the same story for 15 and 20 years. That can no longer be the case, because it doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve your inner spirit. It doesn't serve you as a human being. It doesn't serve the purpose for which you were created. It doesn't serve that purpose. So the theme of tonight, the theme of tonight is the story that can no longer be told the same. The story that can no longer be told the same. It's a powerful one. Many of us are entering a year where the old explanations don't quite fit anymore. Do you hear me? Many of us have entered this year, let's say, in a way in which the same old story does not quite fit anymore. It doesn't. The story, and what is that? That is the story we've been telling ourselves about who we are, what we've survived, what we're waiting for, it has begun to crack. Are you following me? It has begun to crack. It has begun to crack. And that doesn't mean it was wrong. Let's make this very clear. It does not mean it was wrong. It just means that we've evolved our understanding of self, or we are in the process of evolving our understanding of self. We have grown. We have grown. We may not be exactly where we want to be. We may not be exactly where we are supposed to be. We may not be exactly where we are meant to be. We may not be exactly where God, Creator, Source, knows we can be. But, baby, the story is cracking. The old story is cracking. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? The old story is cracking down. Think about that for a minute. And let me share this with you. I think this is important for us to dive into a little bit. Can we have some fun tonight? Can we let Spirit express itself tonight? You know, some stories helped us survive. Indeed. Some stories helped us survive. But you want to know what Spirit wants to really share with you right now? Who really wants to know what Spirit wants to share with you right now? I want to make sure you're all listening to me. I see too much dead silence here in this chat. Anybody on YouTube, are you following me? Where are my tappers on TikTok? Who wants to know what Spirit laid in my heart for us, for the collective tonight? Luz, let's hear it. French flower, say yes. I do, says Reese. Madupe. Everyone is picking their heart off the floor. Hey, let's go. Me, says Omi. Spirit, the divine sometimes shares things with me in my mind that I have to process because it literally blows like the top of my bald head. It literally gets blown open. Spirit, you know, our theme of tonight, right? The story that can no longer be told the same way. We can dive really deep into that, okay? Because we've said that we can no longer continue to live behind that story because we found a crack. There's a crack in our story, and we can not continue to use it to defend the way we normalize misbehavior, the way we have normalized conditioning, the way we have normalized neglect, the way we have normalized abuse, the way we have normalized self-abuse, the way we have normalized denial, the way we have normalized neglect, the way we have normalized self-ignorance, the way we have normalized, you fill in the blank, baby. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? But nonetheless, Spirit says, and Spirit reminds us, and Spirit empathizes with us by letting us know that for however long it was, there are some stories that we held onto for dear life that served its purpose. It served us. It served its purpose, you know, uh, 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 for as long as it could have. And it supported us in surviving certain experiences, breakdowns, abuse, the divorces, repossessions, foreclosures, health battles, losses. Certain stories helped us survive certain experiences. Oh, but here's the caveat. And here what Spirit is laying in our heart very strongly. Spirit says, but survival stories are meant to be lifelong identities. Hello? Hello? Hello, somebody? Survival stories aren't meant to be our lifelong identity. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Who's ready for tonight? Who is ready for tonight? It's a tough one. It's a big one. It's a big one. It's a big realization. It's a big download, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree. You don't have to, but it's a big one for me. What do you think? Do you agree or not? Do tell. I want some interaction here. It's not just about me sharing with you. I want to hear what you feel about that. How did that lay in your heart? With open arms and an open heart. That was a whole word right there. It says the Nouveau Vibe Experience on YouTube. How did that land in your heart? Agree? The New Vibe Experience on YouTube says you could have ended it right there. Ay, ay, ay. Yes. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? It's important. It's important. The story served us for as long as it could. But baby, we have started this year knowing and recognizing and acknowledging, and it's right in her faces that it's right in our face that the stories that we once upon a time used for survival has cracks. Has cracks. And therefore, Spirit says to us, the story that can no longer be told the same way. We cannot continue to live our life moving on forward in this new cycle, holding on to the same story. My mama left me. She doesn't pay attention to me. My daddy never recognized me, never values me. My brother, my sister, my sibling only uses me for money, or hates me or is envious of me. My ex did this and that and that. This person that I gave all my love to betrayed me. Listen, those stories will not usher you into the greatness of your being, of your future, of your destiny. Your current, old, outdated, and broken story cannot birth new beginnings. The same old story will continue to birth some of the same old experiences in different form, in a new place, with a new person, but it's the same old story. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? So it is a must for us. If you're truly invested in your growth, it is a must for you to say to yourself, to commit and say, this is the last day, the last night, the last week, the last weekend, the last month. I share the same story. You know the story by heart. Your neighbor knows the story. Okay. Your best friend knows the story. The person that you had the first date with last week knows the story. Okay. Shit, the cockroaches in the neighborhood knows the story. The raccoons and the foxes and the squirrels know the story. And because we keep repeating it, it keeps circling back in some capacity, in some form, one way or another. It keeps circling back. It keeps circling back. Do you hear me? It comes to revisit you over and over again because you keep the story alive. Do you hear me? So, such a big, I don't know if you agree, and you don't have to, but to me, it was such a huge, impactful, strong, powerful theme for us tonight when Spirit laid it in my heart. I was like, woof, here we go. Here we go. The story that can no longer be told the same way. Write it in the chat. I want you to write it in the chat. I forgot to do that. Write it in the chat. The story that can no longer be told the same way. Write it in the chat. The story that can no longer be told the same way. Or the story that can no longer be told the same. Write it in the chat, baby. The story that can no longer be told the same. The story that can no longer be told the same way. And again, don't get it twisted and don't let your emotions sideblind you. Spirit acknowledged that once upon a time, for however long it had to be, those stories served you. Those stories served you for survival. It served you. It helped you survive for it, however long it was. Those stories, your story, helped you survive. Oh, but Spirit came at us. Spirit came at us quite strongly, but with love. There's always love behind it, baby. Spirit came and said to us, but those survival stories aren't meant to be lifelong identities. That was a mic drop. Those survival stories weren't meant to be lifelong identities. So this is where we get our true identity back. This is where we step in to be able to get our true identity back. This is where we claim our identity. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? And you know, me, because I ponder on things, I think on things so deeply, so strongly. I'm always trying, to the best of my human abilities, trying to go deep into what Spirit shares with me. And I always ask, what's behind it? What's more to it? And what came to me is that when a story can no longer be told the same way. It's often because the divine spirit, your inner spirit, your soul, your ori, is asking for something more honest, more authentic. Is asking for something more honest of us, of you and I. Not more positive. Let's be clear. Not more positive, because there is such thing as toxic positivity, but a more honest and a more truthful story. A more truthful story. Are you listening to me, TikTok? Are you listening to me, YouTube? Are you listening to me, Instagram? A more truthful story. So tonight, I, as a vessel, as a conduit, as a representative of the divine for guiding purposes, I am asking the cards, I am asking spirit, I am asking the divine to show us where the narrative is shifting or needs to shift. Where the narrative is shifting or needs to shift. So that in the shifting, so to give us where it is that the narrative needs to shift, where repetition has replaced truth, because we can't afford for repetition to continue replacing truth, replacing authenticity. And where a deeper responsibility is also calling for us, is calling our name. Are you picking up what Spirit's laying down? Are you listening to me, TikTok and YouTube? Are you listening to me, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube over here, TikTok over here? And I'm recording my own video over here for myself. These are powerful. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful intro. This is a powerful revelation. This is a powerful awareness that we have a responsibility to self, to address it with honesty, with truth. What the divine, what Spirit is asking of all of us is truth. Do you hear me? If you're joining us now, this is already hot. The fire is burning. Spirit says to us, our theme of tonight, the story that can no longer be told the same. The story that can no longer be told the same. It's powerful. And I love Spirit because I love the divine. I love spirituality in the manner that's familiar to me, because even though these are powerful revelations and it comes to us like boom, Spirit also shows us love, because what is it that the divine and Spirit has shared with us? Hey, you can no longer continue to navigate with the same story. But then it turned around and it said, it acknowledged it recognized that for however long it had to be, those stories were our survival. It's the way that we knew how to survive. It helped us survive. So Spirit is not coming in and saying, your story is a piece of shit. You know, it don't mean anything. It never did. Screw it. Get over it. No, Spirit says, it's time to flip. It's time to change. It's time to transform this story. But I also recognize that this story was your survival. This story is how you were able to survive. Right? And then Spirit came around again and gave us a reality check by letting us know that survival stories were never meant to be lifelong identities. Survival stories, our survival stories, your survival story, your survival story, my survival story was never meant to be a lifelong identity. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? So, after such a revelation, we are basically forced to search for our truth so that we can sit in our truth, so that we can no longer deny our truth, because it can no longer be denied. You can't hide behind that story anymore. It has its cracks. We have discovered and recognized and realized that our old story has cracks. And guess what? Because our old story has cracks, and it was never meant to be something to hold on forever as an identity. Now that we've discovered it has a crack, guess what? Our stories can no longer protect us. Hello, somebody. Our story, our old story, the one we've been hiding behind, the one we've been using as an excuse to be how we are, can no longer protect us. It can no longer protect us. It can no longer protect us. It can no longer protect you. It's lost its power. That's what that means. It's lost its power. So, tonight, as I said a little bit ago, my intention behind pulling a card is through asking Spirit, the divine, Mother Earth, universe, our spirituality, to show us, to reveal to us where the narrative is shifting or where the narrative needs to shift. To reveal to us where repetition has replaced truth and authenticity. To reveal to us where a deeper responsibility is calling our name. COC, are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Do you follow me? Does this make sense? So as I pull cards tonight, there are, I know you want to know, as I said at the beginning of this live, I know you want to know about your boyfriend, about your ex, who he's dating, and if he's going to come back and call you again, if he's still having, wet dreams about you, if he's still, if his feet still curls and tingles when he thinks about you in the middle of the night, you want to know, if your mother-in-law, is going to kick the bucket, and if you're, jealous, a coworker is going to be fired. I know you want to know all that, but I'm not here for that shit show. I'm not here for that shit show. That's another page. It ain't this one. Spirit knows. Spirit knows you're married to that man for that money, but you sure as hell don't enjoy his sex. We know. You can't hide that truth from yourself. You can hide it from everyone around you. You can hide it in pictures, but you know who you're really thinking about. You know what you really wish. Oh, but who you really wish and who you really wanted, and perhaps the person that could have made you emotionally happier is not the ones that can buy you the Louis Vuitton that this guy buys you, right? So you sacrifice your joy for a purse, for a brand, for a label. Come on now, somebody. I ain't here to play. I ain't here to play. Total silence. It's time to ask the real questions. It's time to dig deep. It's time to be honest with yourself. It's time. The one thing that needs to come to a complete end is how we humans attempt to manipulate spirit. Many of you who claim to be so spiritual, so religious, the religion and the spirituality that some of you actually practice is spiritual manipulation. And this is the year where spiritual manipulation needs to be called out, and it needs to stop. You want to manipulate spirit into supporting you in manifesting the things that are not in alignment with your truest, highest self. You want to manipulate spirit, and spirit is an open label, right? When I say spirit, I mean spirit. When I mean spirits, I mean Jesus, if that's your God. When I say spirit, I mean Oricha, if that's the path that you walk. When I say spirit, I mean whatever God you identify with. You are spiritual manipulators. That's your religion. That's your faith. That's your dogma. That's your creed. Spiritual manipulation. Because you want spirit to support your denial. You want spirit to support your ignorance, selective ignorance. You want spirit to support your control issues. You want spirit to support your broken inner child's tantrums. You want to get people fired. You want to get people, you want people to be unalived. You want people, to lose marriages. You want people to lose. You want your ex's current wife to lose that baby she's pregnant with. How much more evil can that be? When your emotions blocks your ability to feel, when your emotions block your humanity, and you're so angered and you're so upset and you're so bent out of shape and you're so broken that you will wish someone's child to be gone just because that person ain't waking up in your bed anymore. And come to think about it, but I don't know what you so, for whomever this message is for, because it sure as fuck ain't for me. But if this message is for you, Spirit and your grandma is calling you out, because it's like, shit, you're going through all this inhumane emotions over what? For what? For what purpose? And he might not even be that damn special either. He might just have a little party croquette for a party. But, you're so hell-bent about that person that, you wish everyone around him and anyone that he is in love with and anyone that he's this and he's that to just disappear and drop dead. You got to sit yourself down and say, I got to be all kinds of fucked up when I want my ex's wife, who's pregnant with his child, the child that I wish I would have had with him. I got to be all kinds of fucked up when I wish that baby is gone. Hello. For what? For what? For what? For a little broken nookie? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, as I said, instead of you asking and wanting to know about whether he or she's going to come back, or whether he or she is still in love with you, about whether he or she is this or he or she is that, and your coworker that you say he or she is jealous of you, and maybe you're the one that's envious of them. Yeah, we can go there too. Instead of asking those questions, I have different kinds of inquiries. I have different kinds of questions that you should be asking tonight as cards are being pulled for the collective. For the collective. I already told you what I'm asking Spirit. Internally, spiritually, I know what I'm asking Spirit when I pull a card tonight for the collective. I'm asking Spirit what? If you remember at all what I said, I'm asking Spirit to show us where the narrative is changing, where the narrative needs to change. I'm asking Spirit that as we pull a card for the collective, to show us where repetition has replaced truth and authenticity. We're asking Spirit to show us where a deeper responsibility is calling our name. That's what I'm asking Spirit. I don't know what you all asking, because you all a different game. You are on a different game. The question that you should be asking tonight as we pull cards is, Spirit, where is the old story no longer sufficient for my life? Where is it that my old story is no longer sufficient for my life, no longer sufficient for my purpose, no longer sufficient for my destiny, no longer sufficient for my calling, my true calling? That's a better question, okay? Or how about, Spirit, show us, reveal to us what has been inherited rather than chosen? What has been inherited? What is it that I have inherited versus chosen? That's a good one. Would you think? Would you think that's a good one? Spirit, show me, what is it that needs to be rewritten? What needs to be rewritten? Not erased. Not erased, but reframed. Not erased, but reframed. Come on now, somebody. It's a new year. We can't be doing the same old things in the same old ways. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down tonight? CLC. Are you ready? Because I want Spirit to come in here tonight and speak to us about patterns, not outcomes. Do you hear me? Let the divine speak to us about patterns, not outcomes. Oh, come on now, somebody. I feel the energy already. I feel the energy already. Do you hear me? Sí o sí. Estamos o no estamos. Somos o no somos. Are we in this or what? Are we in this or what? But let's first go to our oracle cards. And later on, I ain't going to do it now because, Lord Black Jesus, some of you are going to probably have a heart attack. Later on, I have a major, big announcement to share with you. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. I have a major, big announcement that I want to share with you. But you're going to have to stick around for it. And listening to it at the replay just doesn't cut it. It just doesn't cut it. Let's see what the opening oracle card is for tonight. I'm going to actually pick two oracle cards like the good old days. I'm going to pick two oracle cards like the good old days. Exactly. It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same. You know, we gotta know the difference of what, substitute. Certain things just don't hit the same. It just doesn't hit the same. It's like if you like cocktails, it ain't the same. At least for me. Maybe this is just me. I don't know which one of you agrees with me. But let me tell you something. I can make my own greatest cocktail, but it's not the same than when I go somewhere and a real bartender can mix that drink and present it, and it don't even taste the same to me. It don't taste the same. It don't taste the same. We want authenticity. We want the real stuff. The real stuff. The real thing. Santo, blessings to you. Let's see what the opening oracle card is. All right. We got this one. Bueno. Ahí Y así empezó la cosa. Y así empezó la cosa. The card is the bleeding heart. Bleeding heart. Bleeding heart. Bleeding heart. What says about the bleeding heart? Rawness, vulnerability, compassion. Rawness, vulnerability, compassion. And the author says, for those of us of a sensitive nature, we are familiar with the term bleeding heart. It is often used to negatively portray someone as too sensitive or too kind. In an overtly patriarchal society, sensitivity is seen as a weakness. This could not be further from the truth. Being sensitive takes great strength, especially if your sensitivity is deeply profound, like that of the empath. Empaths have a primordial connection to humanity and the earth. We are the heart center of the collective unconsciousness. As such, we feel the joy, hate, love, pain, chaos, and anger of the entire world, collectively and individually. We can very literally feel another human's physical and emotional turmoil, even if they are total strangers in another room that we have never met and cannot see. The weight of the constant flood of emotions, both physical and emotional, that empaths carry can be extremely daunting. As empaths, protecting our energy and learning to distinguish our own feelings from the collective energy that surrounds us requires constant practice. It takes great weight. It takes great strength to just exit while always carrying. No. It takes great strength to just exist while always carrying this amount of weight on our shoulders. It is absolutely not for the weak, as others would have us believe. When the bleeding heart card appears, it is calling on us to embrace our sensitivity rather than run from it. It tasks us with mastering this gift of connection to the world by learning to distinguish the collective energies that swirl about constantly from our own. This can only come from seeking knowledge about our gift and developing an ongoing practice to guide us toward self mastery. I don't know about you, but that's a big one. 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 That is a big one. That is a big one. That is a big one. That provokes me to ask for ourselves, for the collective, what experiences in our life, personal, familial, collective, what experiences in our life continues to place us in a bleeding heart situation? And what about those experiences? What truth about those experiences are we denying, neglecting, or ignoring? Next oracle card. I said I wanted to pick 2 oracle cards tonight. Hospital I work at. What about the hospital you work at? Luna Moth. Luna Moth. I have never seen the Luna Moth card come up for us in Tarot Tuesday. Luna Moth. I'll wait. Luna Moth. Luna Moth, Luna Moth, Luna Moth, Luna Moth. Luna Moth. It says, the Luna Moth lives for only a short time. Within that period, they mate, eat, and then die, only to have their offspring carry on their legacy. Their unique coloring attracts much interest. Their wings appear to glow, and they have circles that look like moons on them. Some cultures associate the Luna Moth with a symbol of transformation and change. Other cultures suggest the Luna Moth represents a person's soul as it leaves a dead body. No matter where you place the Luna Moth's spiritual virtue, it is a stunning specimen of Lepidoptera. Meanings, it's time to transform bad habits into good ones. Take a healthy break from your obsessions to gain revelations. Shit, this, en el nombre del Padre Celestial, en nombre de baby black Jesus, if this ain't related to all that I have already shared with you already. Okay, let me repeat it again. For those of you selective listeners, let me repeat it again. Let me repeat it again for those selective listeners. The Luna Moth lives for only a short time. Within that period, they mate, eat, and then die, only to have their offspring carry on their legacy. Their unique coloring attracts much interest. Their wings appear to glow, and they have circles that look like moons on them. Some cultures associate the Luna Moth with a symbol of transformation and change. Other cultures suggest the Luna Moth represents a person's soul as it leaves a dead body. No matter where you place the Luna Moth's spiritual virtue, it is a stunning specimen of Lepidoptera. It's time to transform bad habits into good ones. Take a healthy break from your obsessions to gain revelations. I'm done. I can just end Tarot Tuesday there if I chose to, because it literally reaffirmed what I've been saying since the beginning. Or no, or has it not? Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. It reaffirms it. So not only the divine spirit, whatever you want to call it, gave me a particular, shared with me, because spirit doesn't owe me anything. This whole thing is gave me. Spirit don't owe me anything. But Spirit shared with me our theme for tonight, from which I had my interpretation of it, and I shared with you what my interpretation and understanding of this theme is. But damn, here we are picking oracle cards to initiate our evening, and it talks about leaving behind our old habits, which basically says that we have to do better. We have to do better where we, how we come to Spirit, how we go to Oricha, how we go to God, how we go to the church, how we go to Jesus, how we go to Brahma, Allah, whatever God you subscribe to. We have to do better, because some of us may not necessarily be misbehaving in action. Oh, baby, but we're sure as hell misbehaving in thought. We are sure misbehaving emotionally. We are sure misbehaving mentally. Oh, come on now, somebody. And as I've always said before, if you followed me that long, you know I've said this before. I say this many of times. Sometimes we are punished. I don't like to use that word, but sometimes we receive things that are unfavorable, not based on what we do, but based on what we think and what we feel inside in our darkness. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Oh, I don't know what this is happening to me. Oh, I don't know why. Poco me mierda. I don't know why he left me or she left me. Poco controladora. Your damn control issues. Ay, pero yo no sé por qué. Ay, por mí. Por mi culpa, hombre, grandísima culpa. Vaya para carajo. Mira, this is a moment in time where the divine spirit, I'm telling you, they're not going to babysit our bullshit anymore. They're not going to babysit our bullshit anymore. We got to get with it. We got to get to it. We got to get through it. We can only do so through authenticity and through truth. No one is going to come do anything for you. No one is going to come do anything for you, because it was never meant for anyone to come and do it for you. You are the only one that can do it for yourself. You're the only one that can do it for yourself. You're the only one that can do it for yourself. So you'll see. Let's jump in. I am not going to I'm not going to spend an hour. I'm not going to spend an hour. I mean, I'm not going to spend 2 hours, but I do want to go sign by sign. We're going to start with Aries and go right through. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. We're going to start with Aries. Thank you so very much. Gordy Pro Providence, I think it says. Thank you so very much. Bendiciones. Blessings to you, Luna. Blessings to you. Tap that screen so we can get more visibility on here, on this TikTok land. My soul family, I have an announcement for you. But it is my deepest of prayers that you all receive what I will share with you. I'm so sorry to hear that, French Flowers. here on Instagram says, Modupoy, I appreciate you. My padrino passed a few months ago, so this was comforting. Many blessings for you, infinite of blessings for you. May his spirit be a guiding light in your path, in your journey. He has not departed from you. He is even much closer now than ever before. Trust that. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that wholeheartedly. Um, ¿Qué estaba diciendo yo? I was saying that it is my deepest of prayers that you receive what I have to communicate, what I have to share with you, that you receive it with an open heart, that you receive it with love, that you receive it with, understanding, with discernment, okay? With discernment. Okay? I agree. I want to tell people. Um, and that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Let's get through the signs. And out of all nights, all of you that are on here right now, I pray that you stay until the end, and then I can go ahead and or maybe halfway through I'll share it what I have to say, or at the end. Anyway, Aries, are there any Aries in the house tonight? Are there any Aries in the house tonight? Any Aries? Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. Are you in the house tonight? Blessings to you, Samantha Jacqueline. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands for Aries. 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 Okay. Seven of Wands for Aries is another fire card because this is Leo. This is a Leo card. Anybody here with the Mars in Leo? Anybody here with the Mars in Leo? If you have a Mars in Leo, open up your eardrums. For Aries, and for those of you who have Mars in Leo, this is a time period in which you're gonna have to really put on your big girl panties. You're gonna have to put on your drawers. You're gonna have to buckle up. You're gonna have to tighten up that belt, because let me be the one to tell you that if you do not protect and fight for what's truly yours, no one else can do it for you. Do not reduce this message to people and things, material things. Do not reduce the value of this message to just people and material things. This is not just about a car. This is not just about a house. This is not just about a promotion. This is not just about, someone that you are in love with. This is not, no. This is also about your peace, your sanity, your safety. You are the only one that can fight for that. Thank you, Samantha. You are the only one that can fight for your peace, your sanity, your protection, and your safety. You're the only one that can do it. No one else can do it for you. Do you hear me? So this time period is requiring that you suit up. You got to suit up. You have to be able to gather yourself. You have to be able to say, I have no choice. I've been left with no choice but to bite the bullet and go for what's truly mine. My peace is mine. My sanity is mine. My protection is mine. My safety is mine. Do you hear me? And this means that in your search, your quest, your journey towards peace, towards sanity, towards protection, towards safety, you have to be willing to be okay with people disowning you, rejecting you, denying you, abandoning you, letting you go, breaking your heart. Because the only person that you cannot allow to break your heart is yourself. There are things that hurt much more at the end. You think that situation you're going through right now hurts? What hurts much more than your current situation is getting to the end of your life, your physical life, your human life, and realizing that you could have done so much more that you chose not to do because you wanted to keep it all. You wanted to keep your peace and your sanity and your safety while also keeping people that don't deserve to be part of your peace, of your sanity, of your safety. Come on now, somebody. There's some people in your life that do not deserve to be privy, close to you, in your sanity, in your peace, in your protection, in your safety. Because guess what, baby? You all take things too literal. If I live in peace, if I live a sane life, if I live a protected life, if I live a safe life, I also live an abundant life. Hello? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? So certain people should not have the privilege of being in your life. Because they don't deserve to be part of your abundance. They don't deserve to be part of your growth. Hello? Beloved over here says a guarded life. No, not a guarded life. A guarded life. No, that's part of the old story. A guarded life. What happens when we're guarded? Nothing goes in, nothing comes out. When I'm guarded, nothing comes in. I might be protecting myself from bad situations. I might be protecting myself from bad people. I might be protecting myself from bad experiences based on my past experiences, right? But I'm also not letting anything good in either. I'm not letting anything positive, anything good, anything that is worthy of me, of my time, of my energy, of my heart. So it's not about being guarded. And let me tell you something about being guarded. I'm not saying it's you. It's just it brings it to my mind, and I want to share it for the collective. Sometimes people that are guarded are also people that are deflecting. They don't want to talk about what really hurts them. They don't want to talk about their pain. They don't want to talk about their experiences. They do not want to talk. So this notion of being guarded can also be a facade to not go deeper into areas that make them feel uncomfortable, into areas that make them feel they don't have any control over. And now Miss Lauren says, scared of vulnerability. If we are scared of vulnerability, we are equally denying ourselves the ability to live in abundance, to live in growth, to live in joy, to live in happiness. So you can't have one without the other. Joy, love, happiness, abundance, growth requires vulnerability. Abundance, love, growth requires surrendering. You can be protected and have growth. It's selective growth. It's only up to a certain point, but it's not the full vibration of growth, the full vibration of love, the full vibration of joy, the full vibration of happiness cannot come in when where there are walls and restrictions. And no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Is anyone picking up what Spirit is laying down? Aries got the Seven of Wands. I want to say, get ready for a fight, but a fight that will reward you, a fight in which you come out to be victorious, a fight in which you have the ability to win if you stick to the guns. If you stick to the guns. If you stick to the guns. There's conflict going on right now in your life in some form, at your work, in your personal life, with family, in another area of your life. There's conflict. There are wars. There are battles. There are inconsistencies. But this is not about blaming someone else. This is not about blaming anyone. This is about understanding and knowing and getting to the bottom as to how it is that you are participating in your own war. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? You have to be open. You have to be willing. 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 And don't ask for permission. I always like to remind you, why are you asking for permission over things that Creator, the God of your understanding, already blessed you with and on? No one else needs to give me permission to do what the God of my understanding blessed me to do. See, the problem is you want everyone on board. The problem is you want everyone's support. The problem is you want everyone's liking. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. And this year will require your bravery, will require your valor. You got to show up. You got to be willing to put your foot down, but you got to be willing to lose those people that you thought were on your side. You thought had your best interest at heart. You thought were looking out for you. You thought truly loved you. And I don't know who this is for, but let me tell you something. Some people will gaslight you. Some people will manipulate you. Some people will trick you into believing that they're giving you love. And what Spirit would like for you to consider is that it's kind of negatively freaky, negatively screwed up when people who claim to give you love fail to acknowledge and recognize that they are giving you a love based on power. Because this is usually the person who is in a dominant position in your life. And when a person is in a dominant position in your life, they claim they're giving you love, but that love is based on control, is based on power. That's a whole conversation. That's a whole class. That's a whole course, actually. That ain't love. That's just someone in a position of power in your life that you granted them that power over your life, who needs to be dethroned, okay? Who needs to be taken out and off the royal seat that you put him on, that needs to be demoted, so that you can understand that the so-called love they are giving you is nothing less and nothing more and no different than crumbs. Woof, come on now, somebody. If you got it, you got it. Taurus, are you in the house? Are you in the house tonight, Taurus? Spirit is coming through tonight like there's no tomorrow. Anyway, Aries, if that was for you, show your love and show your support for Spirit's work via the donation tab. If you're on Instagram, it's linked in my bio. If you're on YouTube, it'll be in the description box. It's also pinned down at the bottom of the screen. If you are on TikTok, I don't know what they do on TikTok. I still haven't gotten around what they do in TikTok. Anyway, is Taurus in the house tonight? Taurus. Are you in the house tonight, Taurus? Ooh. Hey, Taurus, come on now. We got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups for Taurus. The Nine of Cups for Taurus. The Nine of Cups. Okay. The Nine of Cups is considered sometimes to be like the wish card. The wish card. Anybody a Pisces here? Anybody has Jupiter in Pisces? Anybody has Jupiter in Pisces? If you do, listen up as well, because this card also speaks to you. This is a Jupiter in Pisces card. We got the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is serving you notice that you cannot continue procrastinating on your blessings, specifically your financial blessings, your financial growth. You cannot continue to ignore that you are meant for something greater. But what happens is that you live in continuous doubt. You live in continuous self doubt. You live in continuous self doubt. And it doesn't cut it. You live second guessing yourself. Taurus, in Jupiter and Pisces, you live second guessing yourself. You live waiting for the best opportunity, the best moment. There is no such thing. Get this through your skull, people, whether you are a Taurus or not. Get this through your skull, whether you are a Jupiter in Pisces or not. There is no such thing as a perfect moment. The best moment. That is an illusion. That is an illusion. There is no thing. The best moment is now. 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 Do you hear me? This is a card that's telling me, based on the inquiries that I shared with you at the beginning of this live, this is telling you that where work should be done or might need to be done is around scarcity mindsets. The work that needs to be done for you energetically, ancestrally, is work around scarcity mentality, not enoughness, lack of feeling worthy enough for the task at hand, not feeling intelligent enough, beautiful enough, capable enough. Do you hear me? Is Spirit speaking to you? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? This is a moment in time where you need to search for all kinds of real support. Real support. The kind of support that's going to propel you from point A to point B. The kind of support that's going to support you in breaking the chains. Okay? Breaking free from the restrictive shackles. The restrictive shackles. Because you have to reestablish, transform, rebuild your relationship with money. Maybe you come from a background, maybe you come from an upbringing, maybe you come from a certain kind of training that taught you one of several things. One of them could be that the only thing that you should be doing in life is getting a job, 9 to 5, working 40, 60 hours a week, and retiring from that job because it's job security, because it has health insurance, and therefore you should not aspire to anything bigger. Or you come from a mindset, you come from an upbringing, you come from an experience where there were a lot of financial struggles. Okay? Lights were being turned off. There was a lot of financial instability. You couldn't buy, your parents couldn't buy you the things that your inner child want because there weren't enough money. So now you give yourself the bare minimum. You give yourself bits and pieces and crumbs. You try to stay happy with the little that you have, but your inner spirit knows that you deserve more, which is why ultimately you're never happy. Hello? And then you want to blame your sense of unhappiness on other things. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? This ain't no time to play. This ain't no time to play. No time to play, no time to play, no time to play. So the Nine of Cups is telling you, get your mind in order. Get your mind in order by you stopping. You need to stop dragging your feet on your growth. You need to stop dragging your feet on going back to school. You need to stop dragging your feet on finishing that degree. You need to stop dragging your feet on opening up, launching that business. You need to stop dragging your feet on your financial growth. You need to stop dragging your feet waiting for somebody that you're working for free practically, because they're the one with the real estate license, and because you don't have the real estate license, but goddamn, you're the one bringing the fucking clients. Because you're the one with the charisma, you're the one with the energy, you're the one that people, gravitates towards. So why haven't you got your own damn real estate degree? Hello, somebody. Who is this message for? Because I know Spirit isn't talking out of their ass. Hello. Why are you settling for a CNA job when you could be the RN? Hello. And why are you making age an excuse? Hello. Oh, you all not gonna say anything. No van a decir nada. No van a decir nada. Se están chupando el dedo. No van a decir nada. Really. You know who this message is for. You know it's for you. Get with it. Because Nine of Cups is saying you're sitting on money that ain't coming to you because you are stuck in your story. And we know what the theme is for tonight. You're stuck in a story. You're making your story an excuse. You're making your story an excuse. And it ain't working. Because your story has cracks, as Spirit said at the beginning. And it will no longer support you. It served you while it could, but you can no longer hide behind it. CLC. Let's move forward. Where them people? You know who's coming now. Where them people? You know who's up next? The Geminis. De nada, mi cielo. The Geminis. Where the Gemmies? Where the Gemmies? Where the Geminis? Oh, they sure do, Samantha. I'm glad that spoke to you. Taurus, if that was for you, feel free to show your support, your gratitude, and your appreciation for Spirit's work via the donation tab. If you're on Instagram, it's linked in my bio. If you're on YouTube, it's pinned down at the bottom of the screen, and you will always also find it inside the description box. And if you're here on TikTok, I don't know what to tell you. Jemmies, are the Jemmies in the house? Where are the people? Where are the Geminis? Where are them people? So you know we're here. I know, Miss Moses. I know you all are here. Yes. Okay. Geminis. The Gemmies. The good old Gemmies. The good old Gemmies. Yes, I still owe you all my Gemini story. I know. And it is going to come. Trust me, it's getting closer than ever. But it ain't going to be tonight. It ain't going to be tonight. Okay. Vamos para allá. Okay.
I sing in your soul, a melody of love in Let it take control.
I forgot that if I light my cigar,
Kiss the shore with us.
TikTok is gonna turn the live off. Darn it.
Your hand in mine.
Still gonna light it. Give me a minute, TikTok. Give me a minute. Let me put this in front of the camera. Give me the minute.
Filling the spaces, lighting the dark. I sing in your heart, I sing in your soul. A melody of love, it makes you whole. I sing in your heart, I sing in your soul.
Thank you.
The rhythm of us, let it take control. The moon keeps time with the song we make. Stars join in their glow and stake. We are music, we are sound with the break of day. The moon keeps time with the song we make. Stars
What does that mean? The spawn of Satan is present. What the fuck does that mean? All right. So, Jemmies. You got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. It's Four of Swords here. You can see it. Four of Swords for the Geminis. And what I can tell you about the Four of Swords tonight, in some capacity, you have to do your best to stop justifying overworking yourself to death. You have to stop justifying the way your body currently feels. You have to stop making excuses for how your physical body feels. In this particular case, I am also including your mind, how your mind feels. You need rest. You need to be able to gather and truly get to the bottom as to what your body needs, wherever you're living, wherever you're working, whatever you're doing, whomever you're sharing space with. Your body doesn't feel safe. It feels threatened. I also say we must stop justifying and normalizing anxiety and depression and, all these low vibrational feelings and emotions. We have to stop justifying it and normalizing it like it's okay. And you know why in your case, for whomever this message is for, do you know why in your case you haven't done what's truly needed to be done? Because you saw your mama like this, because you saw your daddy like this, because you saw grandma like this, or because you grew up with a sister or with a brother that was like this. So therefore, now that you're feeling a certain kind of way, now that you feel depressed, now that you feel angry, that you feel, you know, overly tired, now that you have normalized this experience, and remember what Spirit said at the beginning of this life. We can't continue to hide behind our story and making it our lifelong identity. We can't hide behind it anymore. So this might have been how your mother was. This might have been how your daddy was. This might have been how whomever it was, but it doesn't mean this is how your life needs to be. Your body is requiring a rest. It's requiring a break. It's requiring you to disconnect. It's requiring you to decompress. It's requiring you to find balance. Because through that regenerative experience, new ideas will come in, new vision will come in. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? So this is where you tell yourself, wait a minute. I have to stop ignoring the signals, the signs, the warnings. And I have to start paying attention to me. It's very important, because everything else that you're waiting for right now, there's certain things that you are waiting for. And these things that you are desiring of will not come through because of the disconnect that you have currently with your physical body. Are you listening up, Gemini? Your physical body is disconnected because it feels overwhelmed, it feels exhausted or tired, and or you could also be in a living situation in which your body feels threatened. So again, because we're here to identify patterns tonight, and we're not here necessarily about the outcomes. So let's not make it about you are in a place that makes you feel unsafe, or you are in a place that makes you feel threatened. The real question is, what excuse have you made up in your mind that makes you stay there? That makes you still participate in a place that lacks protection, that lacks safety? Whose mind are you trying to change? Who are you trying to convince? Who are you advocating for that's not advocating for you? Who are you protecting that's not protecting you? And what kind of warning signs your physical body is giving you that you are not paying attention, that you are ignoring, that you are letting it slide and slide and slide because, you know what, it's just a headache. Oh, well, you know, it's just this. No, it's just that, until you have to call 911. Let's not ignore it. This ain't the time to play. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Let's move forward. Cancer. Are there any cancers in the house? Any cancers in the house? Where are the cancers in the house? Are you here? I got to plug this in. You know, this year, opportunities will show up. Yes, they will. Opportunities will show up. But are you in the right mindset? Are you in the right place? Are you surrounded by the right people? Are you hiding? These are the questions that you must ask yourself. Moreover, opportunities will arise, and you are the kind of person, whomever this message is for, this is a collective message, where you want and need, feel like you need the approval. The approval from mom, the approval from significant other, the approval from the person that you're in love with, the approval of your best friend, the approval, the approval, the approval. I've learned over the years, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, the belief was, if somebody is your real friend, you will know this in times of hardship. It has always been my belief for many years. You will know who your true friends are in times of need, in times of hardship, in times of struggle. That has always been my belief. But I have come to realize that your real friend is he or she that celebrates your victories, that celebrates your transformation, that celebrates your growth. ¿Estamos o no estamos? Sí o sí. Are you following me? Do you know why? Does anyone want to know why I have come to this newly found understanding of true friendship? Anyone? Why? Because I've come to learn that your enemy will support you in times of disgrace, of challenge, in times of hardship, because they feel they're doing you a favor. It's their ship. Your enemy, he who is not your real friend, will support you when you're down, because they may want you to owe them for the favor, them helping you, giving you $100, or you look at it, oh my god, my friend loves me, oh my god, when I was down, oh my god, oh my god. That's their way that they feel good. That's their way for them to sit tomorrow, sit 10 years from now, sit 5 years from now, say, because I did this for him, I did this for her, I. They start to sing I, cante no llore. But your real friend, he who truly, truly is your real friend, will not only support you in times of need, but will celebrate you in times of victory as well. He will celebrate you in times of victory. Always remember that. Always remember that. Always remember that. Cancer, are you in the house tonight? Is Cancer in the house tonight? I hope that made sense. En el nombre de Papa Dios. In the name of the baby black Jesus. I need to put this in front of the camera again, only because I need to light my cigar. And if I light my cigar in TikTok, the video will be interrupted. The live will be interrupted and take it down. Just give me 1 minute. TikTok. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, Cancer. Cancer tends to do it to me sometimes. Cancer tends to do it to me sometimes. Are there any Libras in the house, actually? Are there any Libras in the house? We got the Two of Swords. This is a moon in Libra. If you have a moon in Libra, also listen up. The Two of Swords for Cancers. The Two of Swords for Cancers. This is a moon in Libra card. As long as you are around the noise, you will not be able to arrive to a healthy conclusion. As long as you are around the noise, around the distraction, around the people that do not want you to discover the truth, you will continue to be restricted. You will continue to be side blinded. You will continue to be manipulated and emotionally controlled to stay in a place that you should have been gone. To continue accepting what you should reject. To continue embracing what you should release. This is a time where Spirit is asking you, if this is your situation, stop complaining about who left, who is not around, who doesn't call back, because Spirit is trying to isolate you. Thank you so very much, Miss Moses, for that overly generous donation. Spirit is trying to isolate you, because isolating you is the only way I can access you. If I isolate you, in the name of the baby black Jesus, what do narcissistic real? Not the see, narcissism is not what you all think. Narcissism is overrated and overused. And those of you who think that you're dealing with a narcissistic person, trust me, they may not necessarily be narcissistic in terms of how it's truly psychologically defined. But that's another conversation we're not having tonight. Someone who is a true narcissist, a true control, emotionally abusive, controlling person is someone that will isolate you from the people that love you because they do not want you to be accessed by the people that love you, because they could potentially open your eyes to the reality. So what they do is they isolate you. Because if they isolate you, then they are the one that has full reach, full access to you. So you'll see. So, in this particular case, the divine says, stop complaining about who left and who doesn't return the calls and who Spirit is trying to, in this moment, in this time period, to isolate you, because only by isolating you can Spirit reach you. Only by isolating you can Spirit truly reveal to you what you need to know, and you will have time to see what you will no longer be able to ignore. But if Spirit does not pull you away from the circles that have your full attention, You don't listen to the downloads. You don't respect your gut feeling. You live in second guessing mode, and you always end up doubting yourself. But Spirit says, if I isolate you, if I can have you all for myself, I can show you what needs to be done. I can show you where you need to be. I can show you what it is you need to do. So this is a time period of introspection. This is a time period of going within. This is a time period for you to really understand what balance is. It's all about. This is the moon in Libra. Libra comes to balance. Libra wants truth. Libra wants justice. Libra wants you to do right by you. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? So this is a moment in time in which the Creator, Source, Divine Source, wants you to put things into perspective. You are overwhelmed with emotions. You are overwhelmed with feelings. You are overwhelmed with experiences that have truly gotten the best of you. And you are emotionally overwhelmed. ¿Me entiendes? Oh, baby, but when these blindfolds come off, when these blindfolds come off, they will come off, hopefully, in a moment in time in which you have addressed and accepted your truth. So what's part of the lesson that you need to learn tonight if this message is for you through the Two of Swords? You have to stop denying yourself. You have to stop ignoring yourself. You have to stop putting everyone around you first. You have a pattern of putting everyone else first. You have a pattern of being the savior. You have a pattern of being there for everyone, but you do not protect your emotions, your feelings. And you end up repeatedly in similar situations that break you, that ends up hurting you. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? I hope you are. Leo, is Leo in the house? Is Leo in the house? Where are the Leorians? Is Leo in the house? Where are the Leos? Any Leos in the house? Hey, hey, hey. Presente. Oh, my goddaughter Gypsy Love is in the house. Where are the Leos? Where are the Leos in the house? Leo Moon here. Candela. Leo Moon. Your moon is in Leo. Ya tú sabes. Okay. What are the Leos bringing to the table tonight? Leos, Santo Mia. You got the Knight of Wands. 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 Knight of Wands for the Leo. You know, Spirit wants to see you go from frustration to liberation. Spirit wants to see you go from frustration to liberation. Okay? Santo Jamia, blessings to you. My God, or Dre. Yeah. Finger, 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 finger. Spirit wants to see you go from frustration to liberation. Liberation for you in this particular case, as to how I am able to interpret the message of this card for you, is by you learning how not just to adapt, but learning how to allow your real energy to show. You can't walk in blessing when you're always exhausted and tired. You can't walk in blessing when you're always exhausted and tired. Because, for better or for worse, out of all the signs, you, Leo, are the one that is required to not play small, to not hide, to not just do things by convenience, to not pick and choose and cherry pick, when you want to put your best, when you want to no. You got to put your best all the time. You got to come out all the time. You got to show up all the time. You got to be front and center stage all the time, because you are Leo. You're the sun, and the sun rises every day, whether it feels tired, whether it could be cloudy, but the sun will rise. And because the sun will rise, you must show up. Because the sun will rise any day and every day, you must show up. You must show out. You must put your best. You must do the work. Why? Because there's lots at stake. You were not sent to this world for small jobs. You were not sent to this world you were not sent to this world to play small, and no. You were sent to this world to shine bright. And those who were sent to shine bright cannot decide, today, today, I don't, no. There's too much at stake. One thing that Spirit wants you to do, and hopefully you take this advice into consideration and put it to practice. And that is, your vibration, your energy as the Leorian does not support you looking like a bum. Does not support you looking like you just came out of una botella. Okay? You gotta look your best. You gotta shine bright. You gotta wear that makeup if that's you. And every person is not a makeup person. You gotta wear that perfume or that cologne. You have to stop looking wrinkled. Because part of your blessing is in how you look. And when I say look, we're not talking about this superficial shit about how this society thinks that this is beautiful and that's ugly. No. Your looks is about looking sharp, looking bright, because that is what attracts the blessings that you so hard work for. Okay? But if you wake up and go out and about into the street looking like you're in Skid Road, okay, looking like you just stuck your dress in your shoe and stepped on it, okay, looking like you come out of the doombox over there out of Liberty City. No offense to my Liberty City family, but you know what I mean. Okay, this ain't no palaka. Okay, you need to be able to shine because it's don't laugh, it's true. It's it's in your Dios mío. It's in your blessing. It's blessings for you to look sharp. Some people will call upon you not only because of what you know, not only because of your experience, your expertise, but some people will call upon you because you have an attractive energy, an attractive vibration. Why am I gonna if you say that you are an expert in investment, okay, 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 but you're looking like Spiegel from shit. The hell am I investing? Give you my money to invest. Shit, when you look like you're gonna like Spiegel, whatever the heck, shit. I'm not gonna give you my money for you to invest, looking like you're gonna spend it by the time you get in your car. Hell no. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just not. Yes, Lord of the Rings. You all know what I mean. You you all know what I mean. Okay? You all know what I mean. We got to stop that crap. You got to play the part, look the part. If you're going to play the part, look the part. Look the part. Look the part. Okay? This particular card is saying that this is a year that you know, your vibration is going to attract blessings. Okay? Your vibration is going to attract blessings. You need to be in the room. You need to put yourself in the room. You need to get in there. You need to look attractive. You need to, I'm telling you, it sounded funny as hell, and I crack up and I laugh, but the reality is what I said. You could be an expert in investment, but if you're looking like Smeagol from the Lord of the Rings, and you look like you're going to spend my money faster than you can blink, I ain't going to give you my damn money. So not just play the part, look the part as well. You got to look the part. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? On a much more serious note, you have perhaps normalized looking bummish. But it is perhaps not just you. It is perhaps the vibration that walks with you. This is something that could be inherited. It can be ancestral. It could be, energies and vibration that even though they don't mean harm, but it was someone in your lineage that, lost aspiration, lost excitement, didn't dream, didn't have an opportunity to dream enough. They were always hiding their talent, hiding their abilities, didn't want to be called on. And this is the vibration that's running through you. Which is why, some people will dare show up to a job interview, looking like, they put their clothes inside their sneakers and stepped all over it. No. Look the part. so you can play the part, so you can be it. Okay? Importante. Virgo. Is Virgo in the house? Is Virgo in the house? Where are the Virgos? Where's the Perfectionist Club? Where are the Virgos? Where are the Virgos? You know, as I get to Virgo, we're halfway. I think I'm going to plug this in. Now, my TikTok family over here, my YouTube, Instagram family here. I want to name something I've been feeling into. I want to name something I've been feeling into. The questions people are bringing lately aren't really about prediction anymore. They are about repetition. Hear me out. Hear me out. They're about inheritance and the deeper patterns that keep resurfacing in our lives. Okay? I am beginning to open a new space, my soul family, that can hold those kinds of questions at a slower pace, but ongoing, consistently, and it's rooted in shadow and lineage work. I'll speak more about it soon. Tonight, though, we're simply listening to what Spirit wants to reveal to us. It is, it is a deep experience for me, what I'm sharing with you now, because I want to definitely name this with care, with love, with compassion, because as I said at the beginning of this live, I am so grateful beyond what words can actually express of this space, a space that I have nurtured for about 7, 8, 9 years now, consistently, year after year. And yes, as I said earlier, there have been days, there have been weeks that I have not been able to come on, over the years, because I am, also responsible of many other duties. But it's been 7, 8 years of nurturing this baby. Tarot Tuesday. There might be other Tarot Tuesdays out there. If there are, I don't know. I'm sure there are. I'm not the only one online. But this Tarot Tuesday, it's Tarot Tuesday and Spirit knows it. It's my baby. It's my baby. Tarot Tuesday has been a space of connection. It's been a space of insight. It's been a space of shared language for many years, and it has mattered. It has mattered. I don't take that lightly. I don't take that lightly. At the same time, I'm listening to how the work itself has been asking for change. It's been asking for change. And Spirit has impressed upon me the need for change, for upgrade. The questions people are carrying are no longer just about what's coming. They're about what's repeating. I keep saying that. It's about what keeps repeating in their life, what's been inherited in their life, and what can no longer be told the same way, which is our theme for tonight. ¿verdad? So Tarot Tuesday isn't necessarily ending because it failed, but Tarot Tuesday is closing a chapter because it completed a chapter. And even I, who has nurtured this baby for all these years, even I may have not known the magnitude of how Tarot Tuesday has reached so many people in so many different places, in the States, out of the States, in the Caribbean, in Europe, in many different places. I continue to be shocked as to how many people actually listen to Tarot Tuesday. But my greater shock is to see how many of the Soul family truly love Tarot Tuesday. There's always the naysayers. There's always the curious cats. There's always the antagonists. There's always the unfriendly. But we here have never paid attention to them. And between my old page, my old Instagram page that got a lot that was lost because it was hacked, in this particular page, Tarot Tuesday has been beautiful. So Tarot Tuesday is undergoing a transformation this 2026 year. And this will be the last month that I will be doing Tarot Tuesday. I don't want you to look at it as a loss. I want you to look at it as a new chapter that's opening up. Again, I didn't know how impactful this was last week when I was doing readings, this week when I was doing readings, and I did share this with my clients, my regular clients. I did share it with them, and to have not one, not two, but several clients literally tear up, literally almost like one of them literally crying because of how they believe, how they feel Tarot Tuesday played such a significant role in their growth. How Tarot Tuesday was so supportive in their journey. And I was shocked. And I guess I shouldn't be, but I was. And even though I may not express it, it does feel bittersweet. It does feel, when I realized it, the last couple of days, it actually, and you can laugh, but it actually made me emotional as well. I have met so many wonderful souls throughout Tarot Tuesday, throughout the years of Tarot Tuesday. And all I can say is that I am so thankful and so honored. I am so grateful and humbled that so many of you have paid attention, have been present, have shown up, have supported, and find this to be a valuable space in your life. For you to open your personal space, whether you're at home, at work, driving, whether you are multitasking. You know, now when I was at the retreat in New York City and I met a couple of the Soul family members, I heard someone say, Tarot Tuesday, my family, it's like, it's Tuesday, it's Tarot Tuesday time. I don't want to be called. I don't want to answer calls. I don't want to talk to anybody. It's Tarot Tuesday time, and it's like an actual thing. And my heart was so warmed, and I am in such gratitude with how you all have shown love. In weeks to come, I will be sharing with you how Tarot Tuesday will be transforming. I am opening up a private container. This container is for people that truly want to do the work. It's for people that are truly invested in growing. It's for people that are invested in evolving, and not just in taking information superficially, but truly want to understand at a deeper level what their role is in this life. I know that those of you that are truthfully invested in yourself and wanting to become a better mom, a better dad, a better husband, a better wife, a better son, a better daughter, a better human being, and want to do the deeper work, I know those of you will follow, and those of you will come over. I will still be coming on live, so don't think you don't think you're getting rid of me, okay? I will still be coming on live, but it ain't going to be for tarot. Tarot was never meant to be performative. This for me ain't performative. This for me is not just a show. This for me is connected to something that's so deep for me. It's connected to a lifeline in my spiritual walk, in my calling. But this calling is asking for an upgrade, is asking for a transformation. For those of you that truly want to not just receive information, but want to understand how to apply the information, how to really embrace the information, and how to walk with the information. That's what the new container will be about. It's going to be through a private setting. It's going to be through a membership where I will be coming on live every week in that container. I will be coming live here, as a basis for guidance, but the guidance that you feel you've gotten here, for those of you that have actually valued Tarot Tuesday, this is going to expand at a much, much deeper level in the private container. The information is already currently on my the link in my bio. You can sign up for it yet because the launch date is February the 4th. Will be the launch date. But you can add yourself to the list to be notified when membership opens, so that you can go ahead and sign up. But you can, as of now, take a peek as to what it will look like. You can go ahead and take a peek as to what it entails and what it's about and what have you. The link is in my bio. If you are on Instagram, you go to the link in my bio. You can click on membership, and you'll see it. right there, and there you will be able to also sign up for the waiting list, so that you can be notified when the container opens. And yeah, that's that. On February the 4th, we kick, off in this new setting, in this new container, in this new space where we will support each other in growing, in growth, in growing. That's all I can say about that for now, for the time being. Okay. So technically, our last actual Tarot Tuesday will be on, I believe, February the 3rd or the 2nd. The last day, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do Tarot Tuesday a little bit different that day, in celebration and in honor of all these years of so much spiritual work and building such a beautiful soul family organically. So I'll do live in a way where I can actually invite people to come on live, and share their experience with Tarot Tuesday and what have you. And there's a whole bunch of different things that I want to do on our last Tarot Tuesday as we usher in the new phase of this container, of this circle that will be called the Shadow and Lineage Circle. Okay, so stay tuned. You'll still see me. We'll still be together. This is still the Soul Family. This is still the place to be at. Okay. And I pray that you graduate with me and come on over to the other side. Virgo, are you in the house tonight? Are you in the house tonight, Virgo? Let's see what comes up for my fellow Virgos. Really? Really? Ay, 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 ay. The Nine of Cups comes up for Virgo. It already came up already, and now it comes up again. It comes up again. It came up for who? Cancer, I believe. And now it comes up for the Virgo family. The Virgo family. Yes, on YouTube, I'll put the link in the description box so you can visit the page, and you can also learn about what this new container, this new space will be like. And on TikTok, I'll find a way to, I don't know how to do it in TikTok, but I'll find a way to link it on TikTok. Nonetheless, if you have an Instagram account, you can go to my Instagram. You can go to the link in my bio and click on membership so you can learn about the Shadow and Lineage Healing Circle. Okay. It's going to be a beautiful, 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 beautiful experience. That being said, I also have a new YouTube channel. Nothing is uploaded on there yet, but it's going to be the new YouTube channel. You can find, I'm going to link it in the description box as well, which will be Coach Afi G. Okay. As well as another Instagram page, Coach Afi G, Coach Afi .g or coach.afi.g. I forget right now. So, but all that is going to be linked in the post, and I'll share it in the post and what have you, so you all can have access to that. The Nine of Cups for the Virgos. It's interesting that this card comes up now again twice tonight. So what is the divine telling us Virgos with this Nine of Cups card? Could it be telling us that we are sitting on a blessing that we are not allowing it to flourish and grow? Could it be also telling us that we are micromanaging a process that we need to allow the divine to bless? Ooh, that's the word. We are micromanaging a blessing that we need to allow the divine, whoever the divine is to you, that we need to allow the divine to bless. Are we micromanaging a growth, a blessing that we need to allow the divine to bless by stepping aside, by allowing the divine to bless it so that it can flourish and grow? This is a particular card that says that we're sitting on an idea, we're sitting on ideas, we're sitting on top of things that we're on one side of the coin, we're asking the universe to give it to us. On the other side of the coin, we're not releasing control, we're micromanaging, we're self doubting, we're not sure, we are battling with inconsistency, with self doubt, we're battling. And it's not allowing us to fully step in. So, this is a particular time period in which the divine spirit, the universe, invites us to not continue to be so possessive. This is a Jupiter in Pisces card. There's something in which we, through our mindset, through our belief about self, about the world, about whatever, we are not allowing prosperity and growth to really show up. So this Jupiter in Pisces card, Nine of Cups, wants us to take steps into allow our dreams to ground. It's all up in the air. They're good ideas, but it's up in the air. They're not grounded. And Spirit wants us to allow these beautiful ideas, these great downloads to ground and not self-doubt and not stand in our own way. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Tap, 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 tap. So you'll see. It is imperative that we revise, revise or we take inventory the process that we have, the system that's in place towards our growth, towards our vision, because it may not be how things will move forward favorably this year for us. The vision may not change, the road will change. The vision may not change, the scenery will change. The vision may not change, but the people will change. The vision may not change, but our surroundings will change. If we're adamant about allowing our surroundings, the scenery to change, then we are doing ourselves a disservice. This is a particular card in which we have to be cautious with the kinds of investments we make. This is a particular card in which we have to be cautious with the kind of investments we make. Now, when you hear me say that, you automatically think about money. But sometimes these investments are emotional. And sometimes we are emotionally investing in people that we won't get any rewards from. We are investing in people that are standing in the way of our growth because they have an outdated belief, an outdated mentality, an outdated approach, or they don't trust, or they are actually people that we have to fully cut out. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? This is a particular time period in which Spirit, through the Nine of Cups, is telling you, hey, why are you holding back? Why are you holding back? What more excuses are you making? What more excuses? So let's get to it. Libra. Is Libra in the house? Is Libra in the house? Is Libra in the house? Libra sun, Libra rising, Libra moon. Are you in the house tonight? A lot of wands tonight. Three of wands, three of wands, a lot of wands tonight, a lot of wands tonight. So, with the three of wands, you're waiting for the blessing to arrive. You're waiting for something to arrive. You're waiting for the growth to arrive. You're waiting for that promotion to arrive. You're waiting for a breakthrough to arrive. You're waiting for joy to arrive. You're waiting for X, Y, and Z to arrive. But guess what? It's not going to come to you. You got to go to it. Guess what? In order for you to reach it, you got to be able, willing to move forward. There's wands that are behind, and there's a wand that's in front. Things that already happened, things that already went down, you need to leave them behind. But this also means that in the process of you embracing growth, embracing change, embracing blessings, guess what? As much as it might hurt your feelings, you can bring everyone on board. You can't bring everyone on board because everyone may not be ready for what has been destined for you. I mean, they may not be ready. This was a ticket for you, and it might be a ticket for your daughter and you. But now you want to bring cousin Janie and Primo Juan and Auntie Auntie Lola, and no, the ship will sink because some of the people that you want to bring along are not ready for the growth. Some of the people that you want to bring along are not meant to embrace this growth. Some of the people that you want to bring along have not done their work. Some of the people that you want to bring along may not appreciate it, may not protect it, may not love it. They will judge it. They will criticize it. They will be a headache, and they will cause you much pain. So when the universe presents a blessing to you, when the universe invites you on a journey, okay, do not make it a group thing. It was meant for you. It's not meant to be a group thing. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? You want to have an orgy kind of blessing, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. It's a single thing. It might be just for you. Okay? The Three of Wands is asking you to plant yourself, ground yourself in this vision, right? But you gotta make the right investments. You're waiting for something that has not come through yet. Okay. Why are you laughing at me? Listen, you all know what I mean. You all know what I mean. Shit, You all know what I mean. Anyway, this is a moment in time for you to be able to, Three of Wands impresses upon me to also say, get a financial advisor. Get a financial advisor. Get someone, find someone that can guide you in areas that you are not familiar with. Because sometimes with the Three of Wands, it's a lost investment. And now that you have a lost investment, it happened 2 years ago, it happened a year ago, it happened 6 months ago. Now you're afraid to start again. Now you're afraid to, jump on the wagon again. And Spirit is saying that past experience, that old story, cannot continue to be the one that you identify with. This was part of the past. This was part of the experience. There were certain lessons that needed to be learned in that situation. I have to read this message here, Selena, from Miss Selena on YouTube. Tarot Tuesday has played a major role in my life. It gave me the courage to remove myself out from an abusive relationship. It gave me courage to see my worth and be more spiritually in tune. Oh my God, that just touched my heart, because that that's why it matters. That's why this was done. That's why this space was created. That's what this space was created for, testimonials like yours. As I said earlier, this was never meant to be performative. This was supposed to be transformational, and I am happy that it has been transformational for many. For many. I am so, thank you. So, number one, thank you so much for sharing that publicly. I appreciate you. I honor you. Thank you so very much. And you and everyone that identify with her message, I pray that you join me on the other side in the private container. In the private container. Anyway, sometimes certain associations could be what's blocking the growth. You think God or Spirit is punishing you over something that you wanted really bad, and God was not punishing you. God just did not believe that it was the right time, based on the people that you keep around, your associates, your business partner, the person that you're in relationship with, and therefore it chose to restrict the blessing so that other people wouldn't abuse your blessing. Does that make sense? It restricted your blessing so that other people wouldn't take advantage of your blessing. It's not an attack on you. It's actually protective. It's protective. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Whew, that was a deep one. I felt that energy. Okay, we did Libra, and now we're off to Scorpio. Is Scorpio in the house? Is Scorpio in the house? Those of you on TikTok land, I do want to. I am going to come live on TikTok, for the remainder of the month with Tarot Tuesday and what have you. But I would like for on the last day, which I will announce what that last day is, for as many of you as possible can be on Instagram, because I want to bring people live. I want to bring people on live. I want to hear about you. I want to hear about how Tarot Tuesday has supported you, if at all. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe you just come here just to have a good laugh or whatever. But whatever the case may be, I do want to be able to talk, to you. So if you're able to log on through Instagram on that day, which I will announce when that day is, that would be great. Because I don't know how to bring people live. I don't think I can bring anyone live on TikTok yet, and I don't know how to bring anybody live on YouTube. So yeah, because it's a whole thing about sending a link and whatever. Whereas on Instagram, I can just bring it on live, just by bringing it on live. Anyway, Scorpio, are you in the house? Are there any Scorpios in the house? No Scorpios today? No Scorpios today in the house? Hey, we have the King of Swords. 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 Aha. King of Swords for Scorpio. I will say that in this time period, or lately, or in the last 3 or 4 months, there have been certain things that have been revealed to you. You have discovered certain truths. Or currently, you are in the process of getting to the bottom of a situation that has gotten the best of you, that has had you feeling off, that has had you feeling disconnected, that has tormented you, that has stressed the hell out of you, that has had you living in anxiety. This is about discovering truth. This is about not just taking things at face value. This is about getting to the bottom of whatever it is that is standing in the way of you being able to feel happy with yourself and with your life. This is about revealing what you've been denied. This is about getting to the bottom of what you've been lied about. This is about you telling yourself your own truth, the big truth must be faced. This is about you owning your ability, owning, own it, own your talent, own your gift. Don't hide it. Don't suppress it. Stop living in the fear of what people will say and think and what have you. Listen, if I was living in the fear of what people will think and say, I would not be doing Tarot Tuesday. I would have, because God knows in my community, my Afro-Cuban community is tough, tough, tough as nails. Oh, my Afro-Cuban community is tough as nails by my spirituality and my energy and my ancestors of wisdom and my spirit guides of light are tougher. And I chose to believe in them more than I believe in the people that could have come at me. Do you hear me? So therefore, the King of Swords. The King of Swords, wants that you are able to be cautious with the things that you say, how you say it. Listen to this. This is not about aggression. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, this is not about aggression. It's about tactic. It's about tactic. It's about tactic. Why? Because the King of Swords also reminds us that the truth hurts. You want to discover something. You want to get to the bottom of it. But in the process of discovering the truth, it may hurt you. Okay? Melanie's on here. Melanie on TikTok says, your message hit me hard. Brought so much truth. Tears of truth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being open. Thank you for being here. People claim King of Swords, everyone always claims to want the truth, but everyone is not always ready to embrace it. Everyone is not always ready to receive it. So in your quest to get to the bottom of things, in your quest to confront, in your quest, be ready to discover things that you may not be ready for. So what does that mean? It means learn how to have some self-compassion with yourself. Self-compassion. Self-compassion. Compassion with yourself is much needed. Much needed. Okay. This is also about you not allowing people, not allowing people to bring you gossip. Don't allow people to bring you gossip. Needed that for sure. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you. Don't allow people to bring you gossip. This is a time period where you will perfect your craft, perfect your ability. This is about sharpening the tools. This is about mastery. This is about, you really knowing your shit in and out, because that's how you will be able to shine. The King of Swords, the King of Swords, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a sharp sharp, you know, sharp-minded person, quick, sharp, able to put things to work immediately. Okay. If you are in a situation that's legal, a legal situation, legality, paperwork, a divorce, a business thing, buying something, selling something, make sure you are clear. Okay. Make sure you are clear about what you're signing, what you're putting your name to. You got to make sure you're clear about what you're putting your name to. Very, very important. Okay. The King of Swords. King of Swords. You can only get to where you need to be through discipline. If you don't have discipline, you won't get there. You won't get there. If you're disorganized, you won't get there. If you are, just all over the place, you will not get there. You could be great at what you do, but if you're not organized, you won't get there. This is also the year, says the King of Swords, where you might have to upgrade your standards. You might have accepted the people that are currently in your life and they worked for the time period that they worked, but it may not be working for you anymore. And you shouldn't feel guilty of revising the contract that you originally agreed to. Your frustration has much more to do with how you deny your truth. You don't want to make them feel bad. You don't want to break anybody's heart. You don't want to this and that and that. Well, how about you also protect your heart? How about you protect you? So you'd rather protect them over you, self-denial. You'd rather protect them over you, self-abuse. You'd rather protect them over you, self-neglect. Hello, do I need to go on? How about you learn how to protect you? Protect you so that you can break the patterns that lived in your lineage, where people in your bloodline did not know how to protect themselves, which is why it's so easy for you to not protect yourself to the level that you should. Hello, somebody. And the King of Swords comes in to guide you, to teach you that this is the time that you step up and that you learn how to protect yourself, because no one else will. See. Let's move on. Sagittarius. Is Sag in the house tonight? Is Sagittarius in the house tonight? Where are you, Sag? Are you in La Casa? Are you in the house tonight? Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. Where's Sag? Oh, thank you, Selena. Híjole. Bendito sea Cristo de Nazaret. We've got the Eight of Cups, Sag. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups for the Sagittarians. Eight of Cups. Are you a Sag, Lauren? You did, but you can watch the replay. Anybody on here that has a eight of cups, 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 Pisces and Saturn, Pisces and Saturn, Pisces in Saturn, eight of cups. If you have a Pisces in Saturn, listen up as well. Why do you lie to yourself? Why do you lie to yourself? Why do you lie to yourself and making yourself believe that you're happy when you're not? That everything is okay when it's not? What happened? And how much longer do you think that show is going to last before it's too late? Before you wake up one day and realize that you spent years giving your back to yourself, giving your back to your real destiny, all to accommodate people who don't accommodate you. What's up with that? What up with that? If you're honest with yourself, you want to go. You may not know exactly where you want to go, but you want to go. You want to leave. You want to you want to you want to find yourself in another place, even though it's not clear to you yet where that other place is. Everyone is drinking out of your cup to the point where you cannot even drink out of your own cup. What kind of fuckery is that? Like, seriously. And then you wonder why you are moody, why you are tired, why you're exhausted, why you're out of it, why you're not in the mood for this, why you're not in the mood for that, why. Well, hell, you don't honor yourself the way you should. You put on a pretty face and you act like everything is okay when it's not. And you mask your discomfort. Let me tell you what you do if this message is for you. You mask your discomfort with laughter. People think you're always happy because you're always laughing, but you're not happy at all. Ay, Dios mío. Let this be the year that you wear your big girl's panties. Let this be the year that you wear your pants correctly. Let this be the year that you stop showing up for the fucking Christmas party looking all pretty, smiley, and acting happy, where there, in reality, there's so much dissatisfaction internally. Si se va a hundir el barco, que se hunda, pero no se puede hundir conmigo. If the boat is going to sink, let it sink, but it can't be with me in it. It can't be with me in it. You're mentally tired. You're emotionally tired. You're misunderstood. You feel invisible. You feel like your sacrifices are in vain. People are not even seeing the sacrifices that you're making. There's always some fire to turn off. You're always running to turn off the fire. You're overextending yourself. You push yourself to the brink. You are like a walking octopus trying to do 10 different things at the same time, and you leave no room and no space for yourself. And lately you've been having it where you've been You've been reactive lately. You've been reactive lately, and people have the audacity to criticize you, but it's your fault because you're not speaking your truth. They don't really know why you're reacting because you're not telling them the truth. It wasn't about the keys. It wasn't about the phone call that wasn't answered. It wasn't about it, all that superficial shit. It was about the fact that you feel beyond exhausted. You feel suffocated in your own life. Hello, somebody. Let's take care of it this year. Talking about this year, I hope you're all ready for the shadow work retreat in October. Shadow work retreat in October. Shadow work retreat in October. And the winning place. And the winning place. And the winning place is New Orleans. I hope to see you all there. Well, not all of you. There's only a certain number of spaces that'll be open. But anyway, more to that in the very near future. Capricorn, are you in the house? Capricorn, are you in the house? Capricorn. Miss Lauren, I haven't felt so seen and understood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gracias a ti, mi amor. Gracias a ti. Thank you. Thank you for being open. Thank you for being open to receive. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being present. Uf, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Oh, yeah, it's so for this? Okay. Well, I hope to see you there then. I hope to see you there then. Okay, Capricorn, are you in the house? No, 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 no. ¿Por qué? ¿Pero por qué? ¿Qué te pasa? No. Repeat card. The three of wands came up again. Came up for Virgo. No, no, no. Come on now. Come on now, Spirit. Come on. Everybody always asking me, why did you change your cards? They look like they listen. These that you see all are the ones that has the juice. This is the one, baby. Trust me. Sometimes that you think has the juice don't have it. And that's that you think that don't have it, have it. Esto tiene saoco, tiene jugo, tiene sazón, tiene joya. All right. So funny. Of course, we got the King of Swords, and the Queen of Swords says, I ain't staying behind. What the hell? Queen of Swords for the Capricorns. Queen of Swords for the Capricornios. Queen of Swords for the Capricorn. Queen of Swords for the Capricorn. What? I don't know about you, Capricorn. I don't know about you. Your mind is telling you one thing, and your heart is telling you something different. Your mind is ready to make some shit happen this year. It's ready to really take the step forward. Your heart has you second guessing. Your emotional heart has you semi paralyzed, indecisive. And at the end of the day, it all reverts to fear. It all reverts to fear. Fear of what? Fear of the unknown, fear about what will they say, fear about making a mistake. Your greatest mistake is no action. Your greatest mistake is inaction. No action is your greatest mistake. So, this particular time period of this year, the Queen of Swords invites you to say, you know what? I'm not going to think emotionally. I'm going to think with my mind. I'm going to make intelligent decisions. I'm going to make decisions that protect me. I'm going to make decisions that allow me to meet that part of me I've never met before. And settling ain't the idea. The Queen of Swords says, even family lie. I don't know who that message is for, but you know who you are. Even family lie. Don't think that your own mother wouldn't lie to you. Don't think you love her. She loves you too, but she's also a liar. She is a liar because she is unwilling to tell the truth. She is unwilling to reveal the truth. She is unwilling to face the truth. She is unwilling to put all the cards on the table. She is unwilling to really speak her story. She is unwilling to really tell you what went down. I don't know what the message is for, but that just got into my bones. And whomever this message is for, if you don't have any inch of understanding of spiritual work from an Afro-Cuban perspective, there are spirit guides that are anxious for you to know the truth. These are spirits, entities, protective, espíritus protectores, protective spirits de agua, water spirits. Ahí entran las franciscas. Bueno, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but there are certain inconsistencies. There are certain inconsistencies about your history, about your family history, about certain dynamics of what abuela said and mom said, and what, it's easy for, and I'm using this as a metaphor, I'm using this as an example, but my experience is that sometimes spirit uses an exact example. Yes, your father might have been someone that did not act accordingly. Your father might have been someone that did not do right by you. But the way that your father has been attacked by the family doesn't make it right either. The only way to come to a consensus, the only way to come to an informed opinion is to know both sides of the story. This is a card for whomever this message is for, that's telling you that this particular year you're going to make it a point to get to the bottom of certain familial things within your family that has been hidden, rejected, denied, covered up, put under the rug. This is where you uncover ancestral history. This is where you don't ask for the truth, you go find the truth. This is where you won't base your decision on a one-sided story. Because your mama can tell you all she wants about your daddy, about how he never showed up, about how he was never there when you were growing up about the fact that she had to raise you alone. True. Oh, but she won't tell you the fact that she knew she's from day one that he wasn't truly in love with her. She won't tell you the fact that she knew from day one that he had another woman. She won't tell you the fact that perhaps she was the second woman. She won't tell you the fact. Come on now. Come on now. What if, ay Dios mío, ayúdame. What if him not being part of your life was the best thing that could have happened for you? What if now that he's much older, you could reconnect with him differently? But the goal and the idea, let me give you a little, let me give you, if this is for you, let me give you a little taste of the things that we're going to dive deep into inside the container. Let me just give you a little example. One example will be supporting you, guiding you, and teaching you how to have a different relationship with your father now. Because your inner child is still mad at him, is still upset at him. He wasn't there in your sweet 16s or sweet 15s. He wasn't there when your first child was born. He wasn't there when you got married and fell in love for the first time. He wasn't there to teach you how to deal with men and guys. But guess what? You don't know the full story. And when you do know the full story, then you get to train your inner child how to not necessarily get over, but to heal that and release it. And how do we do that? In part, we do that by you allowing yourself to be in relationship with him as the daughter or as the son that you are now. Because the one that's rejecting the relationship is not the adult you. You think it's you, it ain't you. The one that's rejecting the relationship is your inner child. The one that's rejecting the relationship is the younger version of you. But you can have an adult relationship with him and put your inner child's concerns to rest. Hello. So that we stop the brokenness. Because if you continue to support and perpetuate this brokenness, this is what your child will spiritually and energetically inherit from you. And it will repeat in her story. It will repeat in his story. Are you picking up what spirit is laying down? Just saying. Get to the truth. Reveal the truth. Think with your mind, not with your heart. The head is above the cloud. Let's think clearly. Let's not think emotionally. Aquarius, are you in the house? Is Aquarius in the house tonight? Is Aquarius in the house tonight? Uf, la. En nombre de Dios. Se me da una chiripioca a mí aquí. Oh my God. Si me da a mí una chiripioca aquí con toda la energía esta que yo siento aquí ahora, voy a salir en Santeros Exposed, voy a salir en el vayan pa' carajo todo el mundo. Oh my God. Okay. Ay, Dios mío. I crack myself up. Yes, I do. That's joy. Okay. Oh, I can only imagine. A bunch of motherfuckers. I can only imagine. ¿Viste? Afimaye Galarraga, el hijo de Lázaro de Alejandro. Dice que le dio un espíritu en social media. Métanse el dedo donde el sol no da. Temperance for the Aquarians. Temperance for the Aquarians. Well, temperance for the Aquarius. I don't know what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. But for the first couple of months of this year, people are going to test you, are going to test you, they're going to test you. They're going to test you greater than the LSAT and the MCAT. They're going to test you greater than the ASAT and ACT. They're going to test you. And you must do your best to keep your reactivity in check. You got to keep yourself balanced. People are trained to test you to see how high you jump. They will test your patience. They will test you in more ways than 10 just to see you react. You must not give them the day. You must not give them the satisfaction to see you react. You must not. Because, like many things, is going to happen at a moment, in a place, at a time that is least appropriate for you. Okay? It's going to happen at a moment and at a time that is least appropriate for you. You know, over the years, I have learned sometimes the universe, God, creator, spirit, whatever the God of your understanding, whatever God you subscribe to, will test you. Will test if you are ready for the blessings by putting people in your path that makes you lose yourself, that provokes you to lose yourself, to lose your patience, to lose your calm, to lose your ease. And you would ask, why would God do that to me? Is God my enemy? No. God is a master teacher. God is one that is always training you for the next level in your life. So, in order for you to be able to upgrade to that next promotion, to that next position, to what you are asking, God also needs to know that you are equipped with the right understanding, with the right level of discernment to be able to sit in that seat, in that office, in that position. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that knows people that are in certain positions that they've never should have been in? And you're like, who the hell put this person who has no control, who has anger issues, who has no discernment? So trust me when I tell you that Creator could be testing you because you are meant for something greater, but it knows you have a tough character. It knows you have a tough attitude. It knows that you are, a ball breaker. Okay? And where you want to be and where you're heading and what you want to do and the people you want to connect to and the things that you want cannot afford for you to be that person that you had to be when you were in your survival mode. When you were in survival mode, when you were in that broken place, when you were in that unhealthy environment, when you were in that broken relationship, yes, you needed to be like that. Yes, you needed to react. Yes, you needed to defend yourself in that manner because if not, you would have been dead. Oh, but where life is guiding you towards, where the universe is taking you, you can't afford to be that same one. How are you going to be acting like you in Compton over there in Beverly Hills? Girl, but come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. If you want to be in that office where you want to be over there in Biscayne Boulevard, okay, you gotta toss out a palaka out of your system, okay, because it ain't gonna work. Temperance, you gotta balance your. Some people, your family, someone close to you is pushing your buttons, is testing you, is really getting balance your temperance, balance your emotions because you are under observation. Someone is watching you, someone is looking, someone is observing you, and you may not feel like they are, but they are. We are under observation when we least expect it. Act accordingly. Last but not least, let's jump into Pisces. Are there any? Wait, yeah, Pisces. Are there any Pisceans in this space tonight? You're Pisces. Pero ven acá, Luna. Tú eres todos los signos. Tú eres las Naciones Unidas. Con Vitisaura, qué buena está. Tell me your sign, girl. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. Pisces. Virgo. Virgo already passed, but you can watch the replay. I'll have the replay here on the page, or on my YouTube channel also as well. The replay will be there as well. Pisces. Pisces Sun, Leo Moon, Taurus Rising. Candela pollito asado. Sin comentario. Okay, so oh, thank you, Sophia. Blessings to you, beloved. Happy new cycle. No, ya. Creo que voy a apagar aquí TikTok. Hijo, no, para el carajo. Ahora sí que se jodió el barco. Nada más por Dios. A correr liberales de perico. Pisces, what do you bring? What do you bring to the table, Pisces? What do you bring to the table? Okay, Pisces. Digan, de la pollito asado. Eso no es fácil. Ya que con esos tres nada más, Sun en el Sol en Pisces, la Luna en Leo y en Rising en Taurus. No, hay que buscarse un seguro de vida. Hija de Yalorde, pues forget it. 2 seguros de vida hay que buscarse. Ay. Page of Swords for Pisces. Page of Swords for Pisces. Page of Swords. Things don't always look like what they are. Things don't always look like what they are. Things don't always look like what they are. Let me break that down for you. What does it look like? It looks like you could never catch a break. It looks like you're always going from one issue to the next issue. It looks like you can never fully rest. It looks like you can never be at peace. It looks like you're always on the run, on the go. It looks like you can never catch your breath. But behind all that, what is the universe truly trying to tell you? Number one, you need more grounding. Number two, you need to stop accepting the things that provokes those unstable situations. You need to make tough decisions this year. Tough, tough decisions this year. Page of Swords tells you that don't let what it currently appears to be, don't let it be a distraction, a distraction, a distraction, a distraction. Because sometimes negativity will throw things your way so that you lose focus and you're not able to really pay attention to where the blessing is at, to where the growth is at. Because when you come around to it, you're already too tired, you're already too exhausted, you're not in the mood anymore, you this, you that. So sometimes you gotta take a step back and look at things from the outside in and be like, wait a minute, all this bullshit that I find myself in is a distraction. And it's tempting to distract me from the things that I should be paying attention to. Let me ground myself. Things can get rocky. Let me ground myself. Things can get a little rough. Let me ground myself. Ground through my spiritual work, ground through my spiritual connection, ground through going within, ground through really addressing uh, key factors in what I am attempting to build and what I am attempting to create. Does that make sense? I hope it does. The Page of Swords sometimes can have you, you know, feeling like you're, all over the place. And there are tough changes that are coming your way, but it's only tough because it needs you to be able to once and for all level up. This is a year of major changes. Changes. What you must do is protect your mind. Your mind. Your mind. The Page of Swords. The wind can blow hard. It can get a little rocky. But who says you're not going to get there? Listen, you were not born to be a loser. You were born to be a winner. I just don't want you excuses to stand in the way of you being able to win. I don't want your excuses to stand in the way of you being able to win. That requires you to stop justifying people, making excuses for people. That requires you to stop prolonging lo que no se necesita prolongar más. If it didn't change yesterday, if it didn't change today, it most likely won't change tomorrow. And you're not going to be a sitting duck waiting for the change to come. Be the change. Go for the change. Pursue the change. And then you will experience change. Estamos. Sí o sí. It is with great gratitude that I thank you for being here tonight. Once again, those of you that have been part of this soul family, of this Tarot Tuesday family since day one, and for those of you that have been part of this soul family for a while now, for a long time, I so thank you. I so thank you. I thank you deeply. I will be back next week. And then the following week, on top of that, will be the last round of his Tarot Tuesday as it transitions into its new phase in our private incubator, in our private circle, where we will really learn some big stuff. It's for the big people. It's for the big people. So I do hope, I do pray to see you on the other side. As of yet, you can't sign up yet. The container opens up on February the 4th. That'll be the first day we'll be going live in that private container. And but you are able to click the link in my bio on Instagram to take a look at what this membership looks like, so that you can also put your name on the waiting list and you'll be notified when the registration opens up. And I do pray that we are able to connect in that private setting, because if you find yourself over there, it's only because you really want to do the work, you really want to learn, you really want to dig deep, you really want to elevate. So stay tuned for that. Much love to each and every one of you. If you came in late, this will be shared. You can watch the replay on YouTube, on Instagram. TikTok doesn't allow the replay of this, so I'm gonna have to jump on my YouTube channel or my Instagram page to watch the replay. As I said earlier, as I said a little while ago, this new space, we'll be opening up this new space, much slower, ongoing, and rooted in shadow and lineage work. I will definitely share more details as it takes shape. Tonight, though, we close the way we always do. We close the way we always have, with respect for what's been revealed over the years of Tarot Tuesday, and with trust in what continues. Blessings to each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you soon. Good night.